Hit Plan! As many of you know, there are often original works which the anime, movies, and video games that you enjoy come from. Hit Plan is a game about the many wondrous franchises, also known as IPs, and how new content is produced from them. Would you make a movie, an anime, or perhaps new merchandise? Play against your friends, battle for the rights to make a new hit product and deliver hit content to the world. But things don't always go as easily as planned. Players can sometimes make the same proposal and both lose out. And sometimes your new hit content is pirated and you lose profits. Making a sound proposal for new hit content to be made and protecting that profit. That's Hit Plan. Execute your hit plan and become a famous content producer. Each player receives points by securing IPs with the most appealing proposals, or by cracking down on crime. Your goal is to reach 12 points first before any other player or the criminal organization does. What you need to play: 10 IP cards, which describes the original franchises for your new content. Action cards, which are needed to make proposals for new content or to take on the criminal organization. Event cards, which describes random events that occur each round. Shuffle the IP cards and the event cards into separate decks and place both in the center. Each player then takes a set of 8 action cards to use as their hand. Now, you're ready to play! The game progresses in rounds. First, flip over an IP card from the top of the deck. This is the IP that each player can make a proposal for that round. IP cards have anywhere from 3 to 7 points in value when acquired. If all goes well, these become part of your total points. Each player chooses an action card from their hand and places it face down. For the IP card revealed, players may play proposal cards to make a play for the IP, or countermeasure cards to try and counter the criminal organization. Once each player has placed an action card face down, they reveal their card at the same time. If any of the revealed action cards match one another, all players who played that card return it to their hand and sit out for the rest of the round. We call this batting for the IP. In the batting, if no players have action cards on the field, place the current IP card on the bottom of the deck and begin a new round. If there are no winning proposals and a player has played a countermeasure card, that player must also return the card to their hand. Upon revealing all cards and removing duplicates, the player with the highest appeal on their proposal card guns the IP holder. But the round isn't over yet. Lastly, flip over and reveal an event card from the top of the deck. In the event card deck are 3 types of shift cards and 6 types of crime cards. Whenever a shift card is revealed, follow the instructions on the card. Then, the current IP holder acquires the IP card. Depending on the effect of the card, the IP holder may change. Next, let's talk about crime cards. In this game, it's not just players aiming for profits. The criminal organization can get points too. When revealing the event card, if a crime card is revealed, check to see if the IP holder's proposal card has the same appeal value as what is written on the crime card. If the values match, they are a victim of the crime. If not, the IP holder retains the IP. But if they are a victim, and no player has played an anti-piracy enforcement countermeasure card, then guess what? The criminal organization steals the IP card. The IP card taken by the criminal organization is then placed face down in the game box lid and counts as 4 points for the criminal organization. There are 6 types of crime cards. The higher the appeal of the proposal card, the easier it is to fall victim to crime. The criminal organization has now infringed all your hard work, making that new content, just like that. But players don't just have to sit and do nothing. This is where the 3 types of countermeasure cards in each player's hand come into play. The Anti-Piracy Enforcement countermeasure card can be used during the round when the criminal organization has infringed a player to try and stop them from taking the IP card. Not only does it prevent the IP holder from having their card taken by the criminal organization, the player using the Anti-Piracy Enforcement countermeasure card may keep it, and it counts as 6 points. On the other hand, promotion of legitimate content distribution may be used instead, when there was no one infringed. If the IP card was not taken from the IP holder this round, a player may use promotion of legitimate content distribution to gain 4 points. One important factor in reducing the distribution of pirated content is to increase the distribution of the legitimate content. In other words, this means making it easier for more people to get their hands on the official release. And lastly, the Consumer Education card. This card allows the player to take one face-down IP card that was acquired by the criminal organization and take it for themselves. By using this Consumer Education card, you can keep the criminal organization from acquiring 3 IP cards by increasing your own points by 4. If more people respect the original content, then pirated versions of content are circulated less and criminal organizations lose profit. The countermeasure cards we introduce here are all powerful, but they have requirements for activating their effects. Like proposal cards, they cannot activate if your card conflicts with another player's card. Reading the game state and watching other players closely is critical for knowing when to use them. Now that the event cards and countermeasure cards have been resolved, and the final destination of the IP card has been decided, place the event card on the bottom of the deck. And must still be returned to the hand if another player plays the same card at the same time. Once all cards have been sorted, points are counted. If the criminal organization or any player has 12 or more points, the game is over. If the criminal organization and all players have less than 12 points, begin a new round and continue the game. If more than one player has 12 or more points at the end of a round, the player with the most points wins the game. If multiple players have the same score, then each of those players wins the game. If the criminal organization has 12 points, or in other words, if they have 3 IP cards, then all players lose the game. Alright everyone, how will you evade the hands of the criminal organization and make fun new content that'll be sure to be a hit? Hit Plan! Be it proposal designs or anti-piracy tactics, this is a thrilling game of wits where a single play decides your future.